love you like I do. Why do? Don't know why I love you. Don't know why I care. I just want.
All right, today I wanted to show off the new Troy Bilt riding mower that I bought. It's going to replace this Toro wheel horse, which is a 25-inch 8-horse. It's worked well. It cuts good. Starts up nice and easily, but feels a little bit small. And I look a little silly driving it because I'm about a 200-pound guy. But it's a lot of fun to ride. The one thing I didn't like about it is the clutch system on these, on a lot of the riders, are very snappy, meaning you put it in, you let out the clutch and it really essentially squeals the brakes. So sometimes in the lawn you'll actually see that as a skid mark that shows up, and it's particularly bad if you try to come off a row, turn, and come back on. It sometimes will grab the grass, especially if the grass is a little bit wet, and it'll cause a little skid mark. So I wanted to avoid that and go with a hydrostatic mower, and I looked at a variety of mowers. This one happened to be heavily marked down. It was brand new, 2016 model, and right now it's spring of 2019. This is a hydrostatic transmission, Troy Bilt 42-inch, which is perfect for my lawn. Doesn't take up too much room in the shed. And the one unique thing about the hydrostatic on these Troy Bilts is, rather than being a pedal, which you usually has on the right side, you actually control the speed forward and reverse by using your hand. So it's a hydrostatic hand controller, which I actually, in driving this around a little bit, like it quite a bit. So when I got this home, all I had to do was put the seat on, put the steering wheel on, and the plastic hood piece, so it's pretty straightforward. The battery was already installed. It was a 2016 battery, so it did need to be recharged. It seems to be holding charge well. This particular one comes with a 19-horse Briggs & Stratton Intech engine, single cylinder. Now, one of the things I did was I installed a hour meter up there where normally an ammeter would go, which is an optional thing you can install. And that's I believe it runs from 10 to 30 volts or so. I'll put a link in the description. It's only about a $12 to $14 mechanical time meter. I just think it's important to have that on a piece of equipment that you're going to have for many years. One thing I found out when I went to wire it up, I just planned to wire it up to the lights, and I got it. I spliced into, actually you can't hardly see it anymore but I spliced into the two wires that run the headlights, thinking it's 12 volts DC that runs the lights, but in finding out it runs off of AC, 12 volt AC, which is fine for running regular incandescent bulbs, but clearly I had to put a circuit in here. You probably can't see it real well. Let's see. But inside this little container here is inside this insulated heat shrunk section is a little circuit board that goes from AC to DC and then back out, and that's what I run up to the meter itself. And I'll put the description of that stuff below. But pretty straightforward. That little circuit board came with the parts, all the parts that you needed, and it only cost about about $6. There's plenty of videos online on these Troy Bilt riding mowers, so I won't go through those details. The one thing I did want to demonstrate though is this hand hydrostatic and show you how that operates. So let me fire it up and we'll go for a little ride. So I'm pretty pleased. It gives a nice smooth ride. It's pretty moves pretty well forward and reverse. The one thing you do have to remember is if you're going to push it around manually, you do have to pull back this hydrostatic unlock in the back, and then you can push it back into your shed or garage. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.